Welcome back to God of War, everybody. We are going to explore the realm between realms.
Stepping off the branch of the world tree. And you're thinking, to reach the secret path to Jotunheim, that's what we need to do?
I am.
Oh dear. That is what you're thinking, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. That's a good thing that the tree righted itself. So everything is good. I just need to remember where the hell the door is to get out of here. There it is. Alright, so remember a long time ago when I showed you guys what would happen when we jumped off the fast travel Yggdrasil route thing? We died, remember? This time we're going to jump off anyway. Because you know that if they put it there, it's not just to troll you into doing it. You're going to need to use it later. So here we go. The realm between realms. I guess that's there just because you need a destination for the game mechanic of going to, to this
place. If you're thinking about hurling us all into the void, I hope you're quite sure.
Wasn't it your idea? Find our own path, right?
Oh, that was weird. It like loaded for a second. I've never seen that. I've never seen the game stutter to load like that. But here we go.
This is where Tyr stepped beyond, and the Unity Stone protected him. Ready?
Ready.
Well, if this is it, lads, it's been an honor.
Our faith head.
There we go.
This is
remember, we could also see something down in the miasma down there. If you guys remember that. And it looked kind of like a tower, didn't it?
How can I be so nauseous without a stomach?
Come on, that was great.
Look.
The tower. I knew there was something down here.
Amazing. How do you hide something that exists in all realms? Cast it out of any realm to the space between.
That's right.
Clever old Tyr.
Is Jotunheim on the other side?
Can't be that. It's not like you go through Vanaheim to reach the Midgard peak.
But how do we use it?
I'd suggest we look inside, but stay alert. Tyr's
That's an
little
excellent
challenges
idea.
Are never as simple as they appear.
I have noticed.
Alright, let's get in here.
Well, this is sparse.
The pedestal.
I'm not going to grab either of those because I don't need them. Which goes against everything you've seen me do this entire playthrough. You know I always grab shit even if I need it, don't need it or not, but...
It's absorbing the stone's energy.
Something's happening! Is it moving? It's moving!
It knows what to do. The stone served its purpose. We're fulfilling Tyr's spell.
What happens now?
No idea, brother. But after that fall, I'm sure we're past the worst of it.
Sure we are.
No, this is considerably worse.
It's considerably worse, yeah. Probably shouldn't have thrown the axe, because now I need to recall it, but I'll wait until I get rid of all these brood. There's a shit ton of brood. Oh, you fucker. Don't worry about it. I have impenetrable defense as long as I keep swinging. Give me that.
Oh, glad that's over.
Take that, why not? I think that was a new type of brood? No, it wasn't. It was just a poison brood.
Now, where are we?
Oh, looks like Alphon.
It would be. Fuck out of here, level 3S. Dude. Alright, that didn't do as much damage as I wanted it to. Come here, boy. Don't worry about it, kid. We got this. Come here, boy. What you got? Oh, you got friends? Oh, they're all kind of resistant to the light, it looks like. Here, let's give him one of these. Oh shit. Yeah. Don't worry, man. I got you. There, see? Me and you, we can have some fun too. Ow. Get out of here.
That was tough.
It wasn't that tough, dude. Come on now.
I do not know.
Oh no! We're back in hell?
Oh dear.
Are we?
Here they come.
Are they coming? Ow, stop. Oh, tearing them up. Like, they got no chance, man. Four Vikings. Eat it. Look how far away that guy was and he still got hit by us. Wow, I love that ability. Oh, I was hoping that would stun him. It would have looked really cool.
Surely that's enough of that.
I don't think so, man. We still have Muspelheim. Speak of the devil.
Muspelheim. This won't be good.
I mean, none of it's all that hard, dude. We're okay. We're a little bit over leveled. Well, I instantly. Oh, hello, Dowdy Mooner.
Sure, that's fair.
Oh, easy. So easy when you're over leveled. I mean, really good at the game. Correct. Wrath of Artemis. And that's a cool quick attack, I guess. You know what? I'm gonna level it up and see what it looks like at its top, since we have all this excess experience. It just does a lot of stun and burn. Hold on. Oh, it's not showing the neck. Well, whatever. I'm not using it anyway, so it doesn't matter.
You stopped. I think it's over.
Alright.
But where are we?
Well, then let's get the hell out of here. We are, as expected, in Midgard.
We're back in Midgard. There's the bridge. We did it. The tower's back where it belongs.
Now Tyr's travel room can take us to Jotunheim.
How did Tyr do this?
Odin suspected the giants secretly possessed some remnant of primordial Jotnar creative essence, the stuff all realms were made of. The Unity Stone must have been fashioned from that essence. To trust an outsider with it, even Tyr, tells you just how desperate they were.
And
Yeah.
look, now we can finally light all the braziers and see what happens.
But I happen to know that nothing happens. You just get some experience.
Gloindor.
Someone who loved the Valkyries enough to do this. I wonder.
So here's what we're gonna. Oh, we can't go
Perhaps
back.
the Queen.
All right. Well, then we're just gonna move on, guys. We're gonna go to Jotunheim. Let's go back to the Realm Travel Room. We're almost there, ladies and gentlemen. Almost there. It's a cool ass statue of Tyr that looks like it had seen better days. Remember, we rode up to it when we first got to the Lake of Nine, and it had the inscription on it to throw your axe into the water. Remember that? You guys got anything to say? Nope. Moving on.
I don't know what we'll find when we get to Jotunheim, but we must cover our tracks. Odin's ravens
all
will
right.
tell him of the tower's restoration, and we mustn't let our efforts be to his benefit.
Very
It's
well.
true. So we need to hurry. Alright, so now the tower is there, and we have the rune. It's time to go. All right.
This is it. Here we go.
Hold on, wait a minute. This isn't going to work.
What?
There's no travel crystal.
Yeah,
Tyr
do
must
you guys
have used
remember
his
that
own
there's crystals
eyes
in
to
front of each
refract the
door?
energy. It was his final failsafe.
You've got eyes like him, Mimir.
I've got an eye. One! Odin plucked out my other eye precisely to keep me from traveling. Sorry, lads. Thought that would work.
What did Odin do with your other eye?
He'd have kept it. In any of 100 places, I'm afraid.
We've come so far. There has to be a way.
Look, bit of a long shot, but for years I'd see Sindri, sometimes Brock, lurking around in that mountain when Odin came for his visits. Maybe they know something.
Brock and Sindri.
So it turned back to the Vanaheim door, which is where it's been the entire game. So the reason we can't get through is because it doesn't have one of these. You see, all of them have a crystal, except Jotunheim here. So they're thinking that they can do the same way Tyr does it and use their eyes as Mimir's eyes as the crystal, but he only has one. Because Odin stole his eye a long time ago. We need to figure out where it went.
Hey guys, question for you. Anyone know where we can find Mimir's other eye?
Oh. That's... I'm sorry. As a matter of fact, Odin asked me to... He wanted me to build a...
Jesus Christ, Sindri. Come on, buddy.
He showed it to me, you see, and I... Declined. Sorry. Will you excuse me? Oh.
Well, that was
You okay there, buddy?
You know, it was about that same time that Odin came around looking for me to build a statue with some sort of hidden compartment. Now, that not being a weapon and the Aesir being a bunch of pock-speckled cockers, I too saw fit to decline. But I know we got it built just the same.
What was the statue?
It's that one of Thor out there flashing his sack to the lake.
The statue that the serpent ate.
Sorry about that. Feeling much better.
How are we supposed to look inside the snake?
Inside? Oh no!
Oh, come on, Sindri.
We'd better go see what the world serpent has to say about that.
Yeah, let's. Just remember, the world serpent ate
lads, I don't
that
know my
statue
head,
of
but now would be a good
Thor
time
the
to
first
make
time we
sure
called
your
him.
gear is ready for the worst. Anything you need to do, I do it now.
Well, there's nothing we need to do, so we're okay. There are a couple realm tears, and I believe something around the Jotunheim Tower, which I think is over here. Yeah, there's something around the Jotunheim Tower, but if I remember correctly, it's just a realm tear and then like a traveler. So I'm not gonna worry too much about that. We're gonna move on. This is not gonna get us anything special. There's no like lore or story behind it. It's just a fight or two. Sorry, big guy. Alright, let's call this serpent. Looks like you put the damn thing in Mimir's mouth. And since he is moving from that mountain and not from the lake's not going to go down again. I missed you, buddy. I like Jormungandr. It's cool as fuck. The scale of him is just so cool.
He thinks it might still be in his stomach. And he's open to letting you roll into his mouth to look inside.
Ew. Really?
By the by, he's not wild about it either.
Alright, well, looks like we're going to go inside the world serpent, ladies and gentlemen. Look at him, just sitting there waiting. Has these convenient gaps in his teeth so we can row in. Let's do it.
So, are we really doing this?
Oh, we're doing it.
Swallow us?
You do not have to come.
Well, I'm not gonna miss this.
You're goddamn right you're not. I wouldn't either. Because he seems friendly enough with us, so it's not like you should be worried that he's going to eat you. It's not like he's going to trick us, you know? He's been friendly with us the entire time because we don't like Odin, and he doesn't like Odin. Or Thor. I guess he doesn't like Odin either, but we don't like Thor, he doesn't like Thor.
No.
So, let's get on in there.
Brothers, I've been to many strange places, but this will be a new one.
Yeah, I've never been in a giant's belly either. How about you, Father?
Never one who was not trying to eat me.
You really should expect that sort of response at this point.
Yeah, look at this, man. Alright, let's go.
Here we go.
This, if you think about it, this is really cool. It's super dark. It's a good thing we still have the Bifrost. Look at the color of that water, man. And it's all bubbly and shit. Look at little bubbles. Because it's, I'm sure, bile and not water. Or water mixed with bile. You know how it is.
Funny, I used to dream about getting eaten.
Dreams are nothing.
I'm not afraid. It just reminded me of a way I used to feel when I was a child.
I mean, you're still a child. I guess he's a quote-unquote man now, but still kind of a child. But look at all this shit that he's eating, man. Rocks and trees and shit. Like, this dude needs to work on his diet. I mean, I'm not really one to talk, but still,
Smells
man.
not as bad as I thought it'd be. Bit like heather ale fermenting. Rather
I don't know what
pleasant,
that is.
actually.
You're so weird.
Huh. I guess just the light glinting off some weird shit. We got Atreus gold in here.
The water kind of burns in here. That is water, isn't it?
Aye.
Most of it. Look at that. He's even got treasure chests. And I am not one to shy away from loot. What hammer? What are you talking about? Oh, that hammer. Yeah, that's the hammer of the Thor statue. I'm really surprised that this shit isn't eaten away at the boat, though, to be honest. And I guess I was gonna say I don't know where all this extra light's coming from, but I guess it's a light source there. All right, so we need to get up there. You can see there's a chest right there.
There's something over there.
I know, I just said that, kid. Alright, let's do it.
Maybe if that was closer.
Don't worry, man. Can I just not do it from here? I can't. Okay. I guess I can't do it from here. Then I'll do it from here. Alright, let's go. Oh. I was like gonna look at it and talk about it, but then I remembered I had to look up. Yeah, we just moved like this little gondola over. And we jumped down on top of it.
Mimir, any idea where Odin hid your eye?
No, it's not like I can still see through it.
It would be cool if you could, though. One thing I've never tried is jumping over there, but it doesn't look like there's any loot. You would think with that little hole that maybe you could, but it doesn't look like there's anything on it. So we'll just move on. Here we go.
That's an eye.
It's a
Maybe
pretty
you
cool
should
looking
stick that
eye.
in my head for safekeeping. Gently now, gently.
Really big.
Thank you, brother. You don't miss depth until it's gone.
Right. Alright, well, how about this one too? What you got for me? Sharp sigil resilience. I don't need any of those. None of them are ever like epic tier. Oh wait. Oh yeah. So anything like that at most is legendary. So there's no reason for me to use it. But we got what we came for. Let's get the hell out of here.
How's it feel, Mimir?
Well, I wouldn't say I'm feeling whole again, but it's a right improvement.
The Bifrost is intact.
It'll serve.
Then we have all we need.
Finally, we're going to Jotunheim. There's
Finally.
no stopping us now.
Laddie, have you ever heard the term tempting fate?
Yeah, really,
Fate is
kid.
another
Come
lie
on.
Told by the gods, yes, of course. You really are your father's son, you know.
Alright. Cool.
So how do we get back out?
We signal.
Well,
Well, that was mildly terrifying. Maybe our presence is upsetting Jormungandr's belly.
No. Something is wrong.
of course. I mean, what else? Why wouldn't there be something wrong?
What's happening to him?
Nothing good. Glad that's over.
Is he getting hit? What is that?
We must hurry.
I was just about to say, it's almost as if something's hitting him. Something really fucking strong. Because he's huge.
Hold tight and watch your balance.
Yeah, you don't want to fall in this shit, man.
The board shifting! I'm gonna...
Interesting. We're not even at the Lake of Nine anymore. Something beat the shit out of Jormungandr.
I'm good. I think I'm getting kind of used to this.
Are you, though? Because I feel like you shouldn't be.
What happened to him? Something we did?
No. Something else. A dead giant.
Yeah, so we're back over by Thamur's
Why would the
corpse.
serpent leave us here?
Look! Freya. We can still trust her, right?
Until we know for
I don't
certain.
know, man.
Keep a distance.
The world's serpent. What's happened here?
We hoped you would know.
You are far from home.
I'm looking for my son. The two of you. You helped me see things more clearly.
Well, your
You do
son's
not
a
know where
dick.
he is then.
No. But the woods and fields speak his name. I know he walks here in Midgard.
When did you see him last?
Long ago. Before you were even born. Why are you standing so far from me? What's wrong? Something's happened.
There!
Oh, look at this asshole.
I had a feeling that hurting the big snake would bring the two of you out in the open. Do you have any idea at all, what you have cost me?
I don't know, man. You killed your nephews, though. Just throwing that out there.
Mother.
I'm here. Don't run away.
Oh, I'm not going anywhere.
Remember, she's been in Odin's blind spot for so long that
I know that
he
you're
actually
still angry.
probably is the first.
I
He
know
was
that
super surprised
how
to see
you
her
feel
here.
hasn't changed, but I want you.
How I feel? How I feel? I've spent the last 100 years dreaming of this moment. I rehearsed everything I ever wanted to say to you, every word, to make you understand exactly what you stole from me. But now, I realize I don't need you to understand anything. I don't need you at all.
Back off, Kratos. This has nothing to do.
This path you walk, vengeance, you will find no peace. I know.
You... I'll deal with you later. But family first. This again?
Mm-hmm. Let's go, boy. I'm not giving you the gentleman's fight this time, homie. Me and you. Oh, come on, Freya. Ooh, you thought you had something. You got a trick. You got like a cheap shot on me. Come on, Freya. God damn it. Okay, that's not what I meant to do, but it was cool. I mean, it didn't really help. Oh, see, she didn't get Baldur that time. Now remember, she can't attack anyone. She can't fight, even in self-defense.
I won't let you hurt him.
No, boy.
Fine.
Stop!
Oh.
No! Atreus! You're bleeding. Breathe, boy. Breathe!
I mean, that was a big-ass hit. Well, would you look at that, ladies and gentlemen. Remember, his quiver strap was broke, so they used a piece of the mistletoe arrow to bridge it.
I can feel this.
And this dumbass just punched right into his only weakness.
I can feel everything.
He's vulnerable now?
It's time to tear this guy up, ladies and gentlemen. Look at this shit.
You will not do this!
She's controlling this big-ass, dead-ass thumber.
What's going on? Is Freya trying to kill us?
No. Do you hear the wind? We are moving.
That arrow. Baldur punched the mistletoe?
In the quiver strap, yes. Mistletoe harmed him.
Freya said it was wicked.
He's more than harmed. The spell is broken.
He can be killed.
I'm certain of it. It's all coming back now.
Now he
Yeah.
remembers.
How convenient. So that's actually a very clever loading screen, guys.
She's controlling that?
Look at this big asshole.
Stay out of it. I can reason with him.
No, woman! You cannot!
Still got the damn
He
chisel
means
on
to
his
kill
head
you.
and everything.
You can't stop me! No one can!
Where is he?
I don't care if he
You
kills
kinda
me.
gotta
I
listen for
will
him.
Protect him. I will not let him die.
Don't touch him. This will all be over soon.
I don't know if you guys are getting the surround sound treatment from the video here. Me and you, homie.
Stop this.
No, sir. Get the hell out of here. Oh shit. Yeah, take it. Come here, boy.
Stop hurting my boy!
Alright, so we just switched to ice. We gotta get the fire out.
Better than I remember.
Oh, take it. Get the hell out of here. Damn, alright. Get the hell out of here, homie.
I love it.
Put some fire on the ground for you. Ow. Oh, shit. Ah, I should have known I wouldn't have enough time to do that. I haven't done that the entire game. I just kind of wanted to try it.
Ice, snow, wind. I can feel them.
Alright, didn't mean to do that, but I did it. So, take it. It's just sometimes I hit the attack button before I'm done letting go of the guard button. Come on, Freya. Got this.
Boy! Crystal!
Woo!
Atreus! Atreus!
I'm up here! I'm okay!
Alright then. Just stay up there, dude. I got this.
I'm doing wonderful.
Now he's a fire dude, so we're gonna switch back to the
So
axe.
alive.
Stop this! Reba!
Oh, you fucking would. Yeah, see, I can't hurt him, but I need to get rid of these guys. So we'll just do this. Oh, wow, he dodged it. What a dickhole. Come here. Nope, wrong weapon. There we go. Oh, fuck. Okay, I didn't use it up, though. Okay, alright, chill. Nope. Come here, boy. Oh, those counters, though. Oh, get fucked, homie. Freya really needs to calm down. She really fucking needs to calm down. Because this is inevitable. Look, see? He's so psycho. He's so psycho that in the middle of a fight with Kratos, he's still trying to go after Freya to kill her.
Stay away from my son! You don't have to do this!
Look, she's not wrong. I mean, they could stop fighting.
Stop him!
But Kratos doesn't wanna. Ow.
Please! There has been enough pain!
Shut up!
Oh, that's so cool. I love the double fighting dynamic here. Fire the damn arrow! There we go. Oh, that's so cool. Look at this badass fucking Atreus now. Now that he knows he's a god, he's using that shit to his full potential. Look at this kid.
I want to thank you. Both of you. You've done what even the Allfather himself could not. I've never felt more alive. Ironic, isn't it?
Well, here we go.
What?
Look at this big ass square arena. I mean you, honey. I don't know if that actually hit him. Get fucked, dude. Ah, that missed him. That's a shame. Nope, get these out. Come on. Here, take one of these too. Ow. That was a pretty cool move. Oh, look at this shit too. Father and son beating the shit out of gods like they always should have been. I'm gonna get you. It's over for you, buddy. Now this kid can speak that language too.
Well done, boy.
And it's good that we know that Jormungandr's not dead. He was just kind of winded.
Come on! Do it! Do it!
Stop. Please.
He's beaten Father. Not a threat.
Look at that. Look at that full 180 Atreus has done from when he killed Modi.
You will not touch her.
I don't need your protection.
Can't help yourself, can you, Mother? No matter what I do or say, you won't stop interfering in my life.
I was just trying to protect you. I've made mistakes. I know. But you're free now. You have what you want.
Like, doesn't she know that he's a giant douchebag now?
Build something new.
No. We can't. Because I will never forgive. You still need to pay for the lifetime that you stole from me.
I have paid. I have paid. But if that alone will make you whole, if seeing me dead will make things right, I won't stop you.
I know.
What? No, Father!
Guy's such a dick.
I love you.
You. 'Cause I will never forgive. You still need to pay for the lifetime that you stole from me. I have paid. 'Cause I will never forgive. I love you. I love you. 'Cause I will never forgive. 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 'C
be better than this.
Ooh. That's actually very important what he just said, and we'll talk about it as soon as all these cutscenes are done.
No, my boy.
It's not just a, you know, Oscar bait.
Freya. He chose this.
I will rain down every agony, every violation imaginable upon you. I will parade your cold body from every corner of every realm and feed your soul to the vilest filth in hell. That is my promise.
He saved your life.
He robbed me of everything. Everything. You were just an animal. Passing on your cruelty and rage, you will never change.
And you do not know me.
I know enough.
She doesn't know his past, though. She doesn't know how much of a dick Kratos used to be.
Boy. Listen close. I'm from a land called Sparta. I made a deal with a god that cost me my soul. I killed many who were deserving. And many who were not. I killed my father.
That was your father in hell. Is this what it is to be a god? Is this how it always ends? Sons killing their mothers? Their fathers?
No. We will be the gods we choose to be. Not those who have been. Who I was is not who you be. We must be better.
Well, guess we're the bad guys now.
In her eyes, yes. But she could never make that choice. We should finish this journey while I still have strength.
Alright, just gonna make sure they're not gonna talk for a little bit. They
I
are.
know saving her was the right thing. But she seemed all evil at the end.
Not evil. You killed her son, lad. Her son. The death of a child is not something a parent gets over easily.
But he was
Want
gonna
to see
kill
what
her.
this bestiary is. A legion. Freya always seems to have more and more magic up her sleeve. First, she used her roots to try and restrain Father and Baldur, but they were too strong. Then she reanimated Thamur, the giant stonemason. It was incredible, but it still didn't work. Baldur kept trying to kill Freya, and we couldn't let that happen, so we kept fighting Freya. Some of these weird creatures, it was just, they're a higher form of brood, I guess, the Legion. He kept trying to grab Father to keep him from fighting. Luckily, they go down easy. Sure, were a lot of them.
Died to see him live. Only a parent can understand.
So you'd let me kill you?
If it meant you would live. Yes.
Look, there was no easy choice. For anybody, brother. But I think we can all agree you did the right thing. The world's a better place with Freya in it. Just give her time, lads. She'll come around.
Back to Tyr's temple, then. One last time.
Aye. Jotunheim awaits.
Alright, so
Why did Baldur say
when...
we cost him?
Odin must have convinced him that following you to Jotunheim would bring his cure. Lies, I'm sure.
I was talking, but that's
Why did
cool.
mistletoe break the spell?
Vanir magic is powerful, but its rules are slippery and elusive. I'm sure it makes sense if you're a witch. Oh, but it's also bloody tragic. Baldur was the greatest gift Odin granted Freya, the one thing she treasured from their marriage. She only hoped to spare him pain and spare herself loss. But such impulses can lead good parents to make terribly stupid decisions.
Alright, now first, there's supposed to be a dragon corpse around here to get the last dragon tier. I never got it in my playthrough because I didn't know about it, but apparently it's around here somewhere. Unfortunately, the only thing we can do is go through here, and this is where the Valkyrie was. Remember? This was the first one that we did, and I almost missed that guy. So, I don't know. I mean, we'll figure it out later, but that's just to upgrade the Shattered Gauntlet of Ages. There might be another landing here somewhere. But, anyway, back to it. The reason that Baldur said snow as he was dying was the prophecy to start the chain reaction events that lead to Ragnarok is supposed to start with Baldur's death, which is why Frigg / Freya.
Why did you work for Odin if he's so horrible?
Oh, Christ.
It's my career! And if you mean to make your career as a
Hold that
counselor
thought.
to kings, he can't very
And then
well
I'll stop
rule out
rowing
petty
so they don't do
maniacs.
this again.
Available positions are scarce enough. My first master was a cruel piece of work as well, but I learned through him the enduring power of wit, which served me well with kings and gods alike. I couldn't have been much older than you when I started. A fairy king's errand boy and unofficial jester. By night, my mates and I had the run of the forest. Good fellows they called us, knavish sprites to the last. We'd get up to all manner of mischief, making fools of the local mortals. But as long as our lord was kept amused, we were spared the consequences. Oh. Then one day he was not amused, and I saw fit to move on. Thankfully, the ages and roads travelled since then have turned me from that merry wanderer into the paragon of virtue you see before you today.
Mm-hmm. Paragon of virtue. Alright, so the whole prophecy, or one of the first prophecies that lead to Ragnarok is Baldur's death. Baldur's death triggers Fimbulwinter, which is a 3-year winter. Like, it's a really hardcore winter for 3 full years, I think it is, before finally ending with Ragnarok. And I guess during that Fimbulwinter, a whole bunch of other stuff is supposed to happen, like Skull and Hati are catching the sun and the moon and all that stuff. But that's why he was surprised to see snow when he died, because that means the prophecy is true. Fimbulwinter is starting. So I think that's pretty cool. Anyway, we could have just teleported back to Tyr's place, but, you know, what the hell? Why not? Let's row over there. Maybe. Oh, there we go. I was like, what the hell? I'm not sure if there are more things for them to talk about, to be honest. It looks like we might be rowing there in silence. That's fine. We'll get some hack silver along the way. There may have been another place that I'm supposed to go, because I don't see the oarsmen here. Oh, no, never mind, they're over here. And I never saw the dragon corpse. I might have missed my chance. I'm not real sure. But it's not important anyway, because we can do everything we need to do. We're already done with all the side stuff. So we don't really need to be a higher level than we are now. So I think it's okay. Let's just get on over here and swing our asses over to Jotunheim. Finally. Feels like such a long time ago that we decided we needed to go to Jotunheim, because the mountain wasn't the highest mountain in the realms. And I just missed that Aesiir's gold to the left. It doesn't fucking matter. We have so much of that stuff, it's ridiculous. I know in my first playthrough I was selling it by the hundreds to get money. But here we are. And this is, you guys probably don't notice it yet, unless you've been looking at the time, but this is going to be a longer episode than normal, ladies and gentlemen. Because there isn't really a good place to stop. One could argue that this was a good place to stop, but you'll see why we're not going to stop right now in a second here.
Here we go! I can't believe we're gonna see the giants.
Well, if things work according to plan, go ahead and lock in Jotunheim and we'll be on our way. Probably.
That being said, if the video does end abruptly, that means that I was wrong and I probably cut this up into two. We'll see, but I'm pretty sure that I shouldn't. Alright, let's go to Jotunheim. Finally! And I can't move, so
Boy,
we're in a cutscene.
Ahead. Get ready.
Oh, right. Got him. Let's hope this doesn't cause you to explode or anything.
Oh, hadn't considered that. Maybe we should talk about this a bit more.
Nah, I'm sure you'll be fine. Ready?
Oh, that's unpleasant!
Now, boy.
There we go.
We must be close.
Well, what are we waiting for? Think it's far?
We will see.
A word, please, before we continue. Listen, the last thing you two need up there's a decomposing heat ruining the moment. Why don't I wait for you here? This is between you and the boy.
True. But if someone were to
My
fight...
lady sips soft, perfect sloshers. You done did it.
Sorry. We had to see this.
Yeah.
Oh, no. No, 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 no. Fine, damn it. Fine.
Watch the head till we return.
I can do this. No, I can't. Oh.
Okay.
Ready. Come.
So they kind of messed up here, guys, because going through that door is supposed to take us back into Rock and Sindri's shop, but for some reason it took us here. In every other realm it does that, but it didn't do it here. But it's like a minor gripe. Not really even a gripe, it's just a ha, caught ya type of thing. So remember, you're supposed to have to go back through Brock and Sindri's shop and then open those doors to get into the realm. But here we are in Jotunheim. Why don't you, it won't let me sprint. But apparently the kid is super fast. So do you guys remember or recognize this
We're on the
bridge?
giant's fingers. I can see the highest peak ahead.
Talk about that in a second.
Right over there. We did it.
We did.
Did I ever find the last Chaos Flame? I don't think I did. Unless this one doesn't go to 6 like the axe does. I don't remember.
What are you doing?
I have nothing more to hide.
Can we go now?
Yeah.
We're so close.
Boy.
It's a really big ass pouch compared to him. Alright, so this bridge, ladies and gentlemen, is where when Kratos went into the light of Alfheim, this is where his vision ended. Remember, Faye was at the other end of this bridge and he was walking toward her before Atreus pulled him back. So he not only saw his past and present, but he also saw his future in the light of Alfheim.
Boy.
It's nothing. I just thought I'd hear voices by now. Hello? Anybody here?
Doesn't look like it, kid.
What is this place?
They must have all come through here when they left Midgard. What was left of them.
Why carve all these faces?
What if this is all the giants that got out of Midgard alive? Not really many at all. Odin and Thor, ruining everything for everybody.
You know it. Midgard was a dream of what could be if we shared and collaborated. Jotnar, Aesir, Vanir, Elf, Dwarf, and mortals most of all. It was beautiful, but not everyone is capable of sharing. Some believe anything uncontrolled is savage and threatening, and so we were mocked and tricked and used and then slaughtered. Odin and his tribe were barred from our realm, but it was not enough. The wrath of Thor and his terrible hammer have thinned our number in Midgard to the brink of ruin. There is no option but to withdraw, while yet any live to do so. Odin and Thor would have killed all the giants if they could, and they got away with everything. So Odin and Thor were killing the shit out of giants in Midgard, and the giants decided to retreat to Jotunheim and
Where are they now?
cut off the way in.
The giants came back home so they could survive. But I'm not sure they did.
Maybe not. I mean, Jotunheim looks like a shithole, like some kind of desert, dead area. I don't see any plants or anything. Then again, they had to have lived here somehow before it was able to travel between realms, you know. We foresee Midgard's fate, overrun, a second hell. Neither Odin nor his dead may reach Jotunheim. The ways must be shut. The serpent and the guardian remained. They alone shall keep our hope. When doom falls the indestructible, or befalls the indestructible, only then shall the guardian return. So see, when doom befalls the indestructible, meaning Baldur, when Baldur dies, only then shall the guardian return. So I guess Jormungandr is supposed to wait there until Baldur's dead and then come back? I don't know. Until then, we await a better world. One without fear, without greed, without war. We wait for deliverance and justice. We wait for a champion. We will wait for word that gods grow good. Hope that world gets here soon. Well, Kratos could be that champion.
I should feel them, but I don't.
Looking for more stuff to click on.
What happened to them? Why'd Mom send us here?
One question is answered and two more take its place.
Yeah.
Wait! Father! Something's happening! It's your axe. It's smaller. Look. She's arguing with a bunch of giants. She knew giants? That's us. The first time we met the world serpent. But how? And our fight with Baldur. But that just happened. Wait. They knew everything that was going to happen. The dragon in the mountain, the stone mason, all these drawings. This is our story.
No. This is your story.
But what does it all mean?
That I was not the only parent with secrets.
Hmm.
You didn't know. She was a giant. I'm a giant.
It's a giant and a god.
Why didn't you tell us?
She sent us here, knowing we would find this.
But why not just tell us the truth?
Your mother would have had good reasons.
It looks like she even foresaw her own death, because that's her
Baldur
on the
was
funeral
never sent to find me.
pyre, I would assume.
He was tracking her all along, not knowing she was only ashes.
If she had a plan for us, I trust it. Whatever it is. Besides, she hasn't been wrong yet. Come on. We're so close to the end now.
Yes. Yes, we are.
So let's talk. Clearly, his mother Faye was a giant, someone who was apparently important, because it looks like she is arguing with other giants here, right? We go over here, she's obviously foreseen all of the stuff that they've done during the course of the game. It's all written here. We've got what looks like I don't know what that is, but it could be that it's Jormungandr, because remember Jormungandr bit Thamur in the head during the fight, and it's like Freya is there controlling him. And then we've got Faye here dead. Up there we've got their escape from Helheim when they had to use the sails of the boat and all that stuff. I'm not sure exactly what all of that is. Maybe it's just indicating that they're above Helheim. That is Magni and Modi in the fight with Magni and Modi. I'm not exactly sure what that might be Hraithur or Hraith, whatever, the dragon that we killed. Remember that? Now, you don't get another chance to check out what was behind there, but you guys saw that it looked like Atreus holding Kratos, possibly Kratos being dead, with something coming out of Atreus's mouth and going all over the place and then into Kratos's mouth. Now, there's a lot of speculation on Reddit. Nobody seems to be able to agree if that means that Atreus is going to kill Kratos, possibly with Jormungandr, if that's what that is there. But that could just be magical bullshit. Maybe he's going to kill him with magical bullshit. Or maybe Kratos is going to die in some way. And Atreus will be there. That doesn't necessarily mean that Atreus is going to kill him. But look at what we have over here is Atreus walking with wolves. So, you know, I would assume that things start there and then move along through there in like a timely fashion. But who knows, because Faye is here, dead. Which, if that were the case, should be way the hell back here. So who knows, really, what is going on. We got up there, I guess that's the Yggdrasil with a crow on top. But it doesn't allow you to move this so you get another look. So we just kind of have to go off of what we've seen. Anyway, moving on.
Look, it's Mother's. She was here. She saw every step we took before we took it. Like she was always with us. Watching
Now,
over
some
us.
of you Some of you people that might be a little bit more versed in Norse lore might know what some of those end panels kind of allude to here. I'm not going to say it. You're going to have to find out for yourself, but it is pretty cool. But we are almost at the peak, ladies and gentlemen. In fact, we are now at the peak, ladies and gentlemen. But look at this shit. Look at all these dead-ass giants, man. There's a door we came through. They're just everywhere. Clearly, oh, because remember, when Odin and Thor tricked the giants into letting them come here to broker peace. Remember, Thor went on a rampage and was killing giants all over the place. It's unclear whether that's what these corpses are, or if these corpses are giants that fled Midgard and died on the other side. Because, you know, they could have been wounded or whatever.
No. We do it together. Son.
Now you can see their breath, so it kind of makes me think it's cold there, but it looks like a desert. So I don't know.
Goodbye, Faye.
I love you, Mom. The giants. They really are all gone. There's nothing for us here.
Come.
So, I get that Mother was a giant, which makes me part giant and part god.
And part mortal.
Right. I guess there's just one thing I don't understand. My name on the wall.
Here it comes.
The giants called me Loki?
Man, that was so amazing when I first saw it.
That's the name your mother wanted for you when you were born.
Atreus is Loki, ladies and gentlemen.
That to her people.
But why?
A question for another day. Let us go home.
Which kind of makes sense in a lot of things that have happened in the game. Loki's real mother was a giant named Laufey, and they've just been shortening it to Faye because maybe she didn't want people to know that her name was Laufey. In Norse mythology, Loki is the one that facilitates Baldur's death. In the game, he did as well, by, you know, getting punched in the chest when he had mistletoe there. Even though Loki himself didn't actually kill Baldur, even in the game, Loki had Kratos do it. Now, there are some weird things, but if you know a little bit about Norse mythology, it's not really that weird. So, fun fact, Jormungandr is actually Loki's child, or one of Loki's children anyway. So you might be thinking, how can that be? Because here's Loki, and Jormungandr's been throughout the game. Well, remember, Jormungandr was pushed back through time. The only thing that I'm unclear on is why Jormungandr wouldn't recognize him, but you don't know, we don't know Loki's relationship with Jormungandr. Loki had lots of children, and maybe he just wasn't close with them. Now, Loki's actual father, I guess Kratos is taking the place of that. I forget his name, but maybe that's just because it never really came up. I don't know. Maybe he doesn't exist in this timeline. Who knows? But it's super fucking cool to think. You know, at first I was like, what? He's Loki. That kind of feels shoehorned in. But then when I read about all these things and found out all these things, it really actually does fit. Now, Cory Barlog did say in like an interview or like a tweet or on Twitter or something that there are signs throughout the game that Atreus is Loki. That if you play a second time or subsequent times, you'll probably pick up on, but you may not pick up on them. You may not pick up on them your first time through. One of those, and we'll go back through here. But they're going to be telling a story, so it's going to be hard for me to talk.
You with your kind? But did she know it was going to be like this here? Is this what she wanted us to see? Did she want us to tell the people, or keep it a secret?
I do not know.
So what should we do?
I trust you to decide that.
Oh.
I'll just kind of tilt toward it as we're going through. And if they're talking, then I'll...
Why'd you want to name me Atreus?
Yeah.
I know it can't be for a god.
No. He was a soldier. A
Just
Spartan.
keep in mind what we were just looking at.
Warrior?
All Spartans are great warriors.
Details
We trained
are
from birth.
inconsequential.
Our lives were discipline, duty, battle, and death. Life was grim, and we greeted it grimly. But Atreus of Sparta was unlike the rest of us. He wore a smile even in the worst of times. He was happy. He inspired us to hope that though we were machines of war, yet there was humanity in us. Goodness. When the day came for him to lay down his life in battle, his sacrifice saved countless others and turned the tide in our favor. I carried him home on his shield and buried him with all the honors of Spartan custom. His memory was a comfort in dark times.
Wow, you actually told a good story. Mimir missed it.
So as we were walking out, the mural, remember we just I panned over the mural again. In the very first fight with Baldur, the big stone thing that Kratos drops onto him was actually a copy of a part of that mural. And it's been out in their yard that entire time. That's like the first thing that alludes to it. There's just so many different things. When he first found out he was a god and he asked if he could turn into a wolf or if he could turn into animals. Loki is a shape changer. He can turn into whatever the fuck he wants. Remember, he in the story of Baldur, he when Odin sent someone down to hell to talk to Hela to ask if they could get him back, and she said, if you go around and talk to everything in the realm, if everything in the realm will weep for Baldur, then we'll bring him back. Well, when she went around and talked to everybody, there was one giant that decided that he wasn't going to weep, and that was Loki in disguise. Remember, Loki was able to turn into an insect to fuck with Brock and Sindri to try and win their bet. It didn't work, but he was able to do that. Loki was able to escape a lot of times when he was being pursued by turning into a fish. I mean, all kinds of weird shit. Loki is a shape changer. So I think it's really cool that there were a lot of things that alluded to the fact that Atreus was Loki. You just wouldn't really know it until you're looking back on it, and then you're like, oh yeah. Also, I really think that this is a really cool way that they do their credits. But don't you worry, ladies and gentlemen, it's not over.
But maybe helping people was part of why Mom sent us out here, too. I mean, what would Atreus of Sparta do?
And what would Loki do?
Huh. That's a weird name. I'm glad we went with yours.
Alright, there is one last thing that we need to do, ladies and gentlemen. Oh look, they just left the Mimir here.
I believe I've reached my limit for dwarven charm.
What happened, Mimir?
They took an uncomfortable number of measurements and then proceeded to bicker about the weather.
Where do you want us to take you?
How about the warm confines of anywhere bloody else?
Alright, let's go back to Midgard. Okay, continue exploring, complete the Dwarven favors, free dragons, which we've already done, travel to Muspelheim and Niflheim, which we've already done, find items in the shop, blah blah blah. Defeat all legendary corrupted Valkyries, we've already done. We have literally done everything. We haven't finished every favor, but the favors only get you experience, which we don't need. And that's little things like light all the braziers and, you know, do things. Combat favors, things like that. We've pretty much done everything. If we take a look at the goals, I guess we have done everything. Oh, but we haven't done the labors, is what I was saying. We've done every favor, but we haven't done all of the labors. So, you know, this kind of stuff. I haven't even ever used the talisman ability, apparently. But the Executioner's Cleave, Last of the Ancients, we haven't killed all of the Ancients. Which is really weird to me. I killed them all the first time through, but I don't remember which one we've missed.
Before we return to Midgard, I should warn you. More time has passed than you want to realize. The snowfall that began when you slew Baldur has become something else. The stuff of omens.
For the coming of winter.
Not just any winter. A great winter to span 3 summers. And when it's done, Ragnarok begins.
Ragnarok. From snow.
Aye. Snow. Lots more snow. And then the end of the bloody world. In that approximate order.
Another prophecy.
No, brother. Prophecy doesn't expect this for 100 more winters at least. You've changed something. Prophecy didn't count on you.
Yeah, so Kratos was like the wild card. But he said that basically, apparently time goes slower in Jotunheim. So some shit has been happening. And Fimbul winter has started. Noted by the fact that it is snowing.
I'm telling you, it's Fimbul winter. I can feel it in my scrotum. This is the big one.
Stop saying that. Oh, you're making me very nervous. It was bound to snow sooner or later.
That ain't just snow, and you know it. It's the end times.
How dare you make me the voice of reason? Just discussing the weather. A bit of a cold snap lately.
What he means is, Fimbul winter's upon us, boys. The winter to end all winters. I can feel it in my scrotum.
Yeah,
I know you said that.
We heard.
So, if you're heading home, try to keep moving, and also to not die.
Or if you're not heading home, same advice.
Alright, let's see if there's anything new here. So we can buy hardened steel now, but we don't need it. We can buy Braces of the World Serpent, or upgrade them, whatever. We're pretty much done here. And yeah, I guess we're done with all the upgrades as well. So there's only one thing left to do, ladies and gentlemen. Let's do it. The only thing left to do is to go home. Now the game doesn't actually tell you that you should do this, but although some people do kind of like hint at it, like they did. They said if you're going home.
The tower ate the Unity Stone, didn't it? I wanted to fly again.
Yes, that's a terrible pity. Brothers, there's another thing I must let you know. From the time you were away in Jotunheim.
Well, tell us then.
It concerns Freya. She paid me a visit.
What did you tell her?
What little I know about where Odin may have kept her Valkyrie wings. Seems she's rather bent on reclaiming her warrior spirit. I'm afraid the cycle of vengeance may not be so easily broken.
So Freya went off looking for her Valkyrie wings because, as we know now, she was the queen of the Valkyries before Sigrun had to take over. And here we are at home.
We're finally home. Feels like a lifetime ago.
I know, right?
Maybe. It's a right improvement over having tree bark in your tadger.
Alright, let's do it.
Time to rest.
I'm gonna sleep through winter.
Are you, though?
Okay, this'll do.
Sleep.
Way ahead of you.
And that's the first cut in the game.
What's that?
The ball.
Look at him, guys. Oh, I can't wait to leave us with a teasing cliffhanger like that. Alright guys, so that was God of War. Now I'm going to be 100% honest with you, and I know I've already kind of said this way early in the series, but this has become one of my favorite games of all time. Now, when I first played God of War, the first one, a long time ago on the, I think it was on the regular Xbox, maybe it was on the 3, it was on the regular Xbox, I'm pretty sure. It blew me away. I thought it was great, but it didn't really jump into like my top whatevers, like top 5, top 10, whatever, just because it was a great game. It had a really cool story at the time, amazing graphics, but it was just kind of a button masher. I mean, I loved it because it was Greek mythology, but as the series went on, I only played God of War 1, 2, and 3. I didn't play any of the side stuff like Ghost of Sparta or whatever. I kind of started to lose interest because it seemed like the games were kind of the same. I played through all of 1, all of 2, most of 3, and then I watched the ending of 3. So when I heard that this game was coming out, I was like, oh cool, another God of War. And then I was like, oh shit, it's Norse mythology. Norse mythology is really fucking cool. Like, I'm interested in it. I expected to like the game, but I didn't expect to love the game. You see what I'm saying? So when I went to go pick up some other game or whatever, and dude was like, hey, is there anything you want to pre-order? And I was like, I can't think of anything. He's like, what about God of War? And I was like, I don't know. And he was like, excuse me? And then he went on a tirade about how amazing God of War was going to be. So I decided to give it a chance, and I literally couldn't stop playing it. It was the most I absolutely loved the game from my first playthrough, and that's why I stopped the series initially, because I didn't want to stop and have to wait. Because when I'm recording, I can only record for a certain amount of time before I risk corrupting the file, so I try to keep it at around 3 hours, which for this is like 3 episodes. And then I've got to wait for, you know, the encoding and all that, and then obviously, you know, disk space is a thing, so if I have a shit ton of videos saved up and not edited and rendered and uploaded so I can get rid of them or move them, then it becomes a problem. So what that makes me have to do sometimes is play a game more slowly. Well, I didn't want to play this game slowly because I couldn't put it down, so that's why I played through it. And then when I was done, I figured I could then play it at the normal pace, so I would still record it and give it to you guys. But I'm so happy that I was able to play this game for you guys. I know that it's not really one of the things that really does well on my channel, which is fucking weird, because apparently God of War is the 3rd most viewed video game on YouTube right now. And it's breaking all kinds of records for how many views it's getting in how short a time. But for some reason they're not coming to this channel, but whatever. I'm not going to be bitter about it. I'm just glad that I got it done. And the diehard fans were able to watch it, and I just kind of hope that maybe I managed to scoop up some new fans from this series. But as for the game, guys, I love this game. Like, I love Norse mythology to begin with. I was really glad that this game prompted me to look up more, because I wanted to see how different it was. They did really well. If you don't know a whole lot about Norse mythology, but you watch things like the Thor Marvel movies and things like that, or play other games that have Thor in them, they always paint Thor as like a hero. Excuse me. So when I was playing this game and they were making them out to be assholes, I was like, oh, well, that's just classic God of War. Like, they have to make you want to kill these gods. But then when I looked up the actual mythology, the Aesir were assholes. They really were. As a matter of fact, almost every supernatural deity in Norse mythology is a giant asshole. I don't understand why they came up with these guys. It always seemed to me like it was the Aesir versus the Jotun. That's like games like Valkyrie Profile, things like that, which Valkyrie Profile is an absolutely amazing game too. It's one of those old games. I'm not sure if people here have played it, but I think there were 2 of them that I played. Things like that just make you always seem to think that Odin and Thor and Baldur and all them, they're the good guys, and the frost giants are the bad guys. Whereas and that's what the Jotunheim giants are supposed to be, frost giants, I guess. But it really prompted me to look it up, and reading through what Norse mythology I could find online, apparently this game is closer to what really happened. It's not, I mean, it's still a creative license, and you know, they still want you to hate these gods so that when we inevitably kill them, you don't feel bad. But it blew me away. And then, you know, just reading through things, I always thought that Loki, throughout this entire game, I was wondering if like, every time I was, like with the Witch of the Woods with Freya, before I knew she was Freya, I was like, oh my god, is this Loki? Like, is he fucking with us? I thought maybe Mimir might have been Loki until his head was cut off, that kind of thing, you know? I'm really glad that this game prompted me to look up a lot of stuff, because I absolutely love Norse mythology, and now I know a lot more about it. I think it's really cool. But let's talk about the game itself. The game is a technical fucking marvel, first of all. It is absolutely gorgeous in almost every way. There were some janky animations, like the spirits that you talk to. They all had kind of weird animations and weird models. Their models looked like something from the PS1 days or the PS2 days. But that was it. I mean, everything else looked great. The voice acting, absolutely amazing. The characters were written so well. And it sounds like I'm just blowing smoke up the game's ass, but I really think that this game does deserve it. And that brings me to the next thing, the combat. Look, it's really hard. Even games that have great combat, it's really hard to keep that combat fresh throughout the entire game. And the fact that we got so many different skills. Like, I know I only used a couple throughout the game, but that's because I had already played through the game and I knew what worked for me. The combat is so well done. There's so many different things that you can do during combat. And I know it looks like a button masher, and you might have heard me mashing buttons on the controller, but I was mashing them because I knew exactly what I wanted to do, and I wanted it to happen as fast as possible. I wasn't mashing buttons just to do the same combo over and over. You know, there was a lot of times where and I kind of feel bad with some of the times that I cut, like on the 100 enemies Muspelheim thing, because I was doing all kinds of crazy different stuff. But the combat, I mean, at one point, once you have all your stuff, there could be a time where you're just swinging at a Draugr because you know that you only need to do the basic combo to kill him. But then there's a guy coming up to you on your left, so you can turn and throw the axe real quick and then switch to the blades and do all kinds of crazy shit and then do a runic attack. I mean, there's a lot to the combat, and the combat is some of the best, like, character action combat I have ever seen. It's so fun. If you haven't played the game, then you might not understand. You might not get what I'm saying because you've only seen me do, you know, the way that I did combat was I did things that I knew that worked. You know what I mean? There's a lot of doing the lockdown axe spin thing where it spins out in front of you. I did that a lot because I know it works, but there are so many different facets to the combat that I feel like you have to play it to believe it. It's really hard to see in watching someone play. The puzzles, so simple, yet fun. You know, there's not a whole lot of moving block puzzles, which seems to dominate these kinds of games. There's a couple. But even the riddles, like they could have made you have to try and solve the riddles, but they didn't. They gave you a riddle, and then they gave you the answer. You just had to run over there and get the answer. I mean, it's really fucking cool. Like, a lot of the puzzles had to do with the stuff in, like the stuff in Alfheim with the pulsing things that you had to throw the axe in such a way to get all three of them. Some were really creative, and they took me a while to figure out on my first time through, and on my second time through, I knew it, you know. But they're really like innovative, or I guess not necessarily innovative, but they're interesting puzzles. You know what I mean? The reveal at the end that Atreus is Loki. I don't know if you saw it coming. Maybe it wasn't that big of a deal. That's one of the things through this playthrough that I wish that I hadn't already played it for, so you could get my reaction for that. Because my reaction first time, I literally was like, "Holy shit, he's Loki!" You know, I yelled it. Which I hope that it had that kind of same effect on you. I'm always bad at this at the end of a game, like trying to put that's why I don't do like reviews, because a video game review for me would be, is it fun to play? Yes. Cool, that's the review. Is it not fun to play? Or is it fun to play? No. Okay, then it's a bad game. But it's hard for me to like get my thoughts together, but I've said it again, or I've said it and I'll say it again. I absolutely love this game. It's one of my favorite games ever now. So we're going to go ahead and see if we can skip this. Yes, we can. This is very important.
Atreus, are you ready?
Yeah, but I had the weirdest dream. Fimbulwinter was ending, and Thor came for us, here at the house.
It was only a dream.
But it felt different. It felt real. It felt like the future.
Then we will worry about it tomorrow. Today, there are still things we can do. Come.
All right. So, like he said, it was only a dream, that last cutscene. But it's important to note that he is Loki, and his dreams are actually prophetic. I think they call it a vulva, which obviously sounds funny, haha, vulva. But that just means that the prophecies. He dreamt that, meaning that is probably going to happen. But now the game lets you go wherever you want, do whatever you want, get anything you missed, that kind of stuff. Clearly not going to do that because we're done. We've done everything other than, find a couple of these things. Let's go to the resources or where is it? Maybe it's goals. We still have these treasure maps. We have all of the treasure maps, but we just haven't found them all. And then the artifacts, I'm missing 2, whereas in my first playthrough I was only missing 1. I'm missing 2 from there. When I was done, I had 4 of them completed, and then 3 of them were only missing 1 thing when I was done the first time through. The Eyes of Odin, we got 32 out of 51, whereas I got 29 the first time, and then the favors and the journey are done. And what do we have here? Oh, Jotunheim. We could go back to Jotunheim, I guess. I'm actually kind of curious if there's anything there, but I don't think there is. But yeah, everybody, that was God of War. Once again, I'm really glad that you guys stuck it out and watched all these episodes. If you didn't, then I guess you're not seeing this anyway, so I can say fuck you. But everybody else is cool. You guys are great. That being said, that's all the time I've got, ladies and gentlemen. So if you like this video, go ahead and hit that like button. If you want to see any of the other videos that I've done, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. If you want YouTube to actually notify you about said videos when they are uploaded, you're going to need to hit that notification bell. And if you didn't like the video, then hit the dislike button. I'm not going to be mad at you, but whatever you do, I want you guys to have a great day. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Take it easy.